Well, Jay Brian, you identify yourself as an introvert, and in counseling, I work with a lot of introverts and extroverts. But what is, from your perspective, the difference between an introvert and an extrovert?
Well, honestly, there's not much of a difference. If there was one big difference that I would say is that, see, both introverts and extroverts, they need to be around people. Okay, they still both need to be social. Both enjoy recharge time. Both they're very similar. The biggest difference is how long it takes an introvert to grow tired in a social situation to where they need to recharge. It takes a much shorter time because of how an introvert's brain is wired than an extrovert. So an introvert, extrovert walk into a party, a lot of people around. Both the introvert and the extrovert could socialize, make friends, be having a great time. But about 20 minutes in, the introvert's like, man, I'm ready to take me a quick break or something, to recharge.
Yeah, let me out of here.
Like, I feel great. I feel fine. Now, 8 hours later, if they're still at the party, they're probably like, oh, I need to recharge now as well.
Sure.
So the biggest difference, very similar, but the biggest difference between the two is how long they take before they need to recharge. Introverts, a very short time. Extroverts, they're wired to be able to go longer.
If you were saying that, it made me think of some friends that are extroverts. It's almost like they feed off the energy an extrovert does, and they continue to gain energy and momentum. Where an introvert, it seems like they go in the situation like you're talking, and it just drains them. Where, like you said, 20 minutes in, it's like, whew, I'm done. That was hard. And the extrovert is just ready to go.
Right. It's all in that. It's all in the brain wiring.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Bree, where are you? Are you an extrovert or an introvert?
I like to say I'm comfortable in between. And I know that's kind of awkward to say, but I probably resonate more with the extrovert. For profession wise, I talk to people. I'm amongst people all day. I myself am in the rehabilitation counseling and a vocational rehabilitation field. So, of course, I'm in meetings and around people all the time. Whereas even in my personal life, friends, social gatherings, I'm like, yeah, we'll be there. Absolutely. So yeah, I would definitely probably go with more on the extrovert side for myself.
Oh, okay. So, how does that work out for the two of you in your marriage? Is there ever a conflict with that?
There's not now, not anymore. There used to be though, Dr. Kim, because let's just take something small. Let's take how we like to spend our time together. Years ago, my wife, she'd say, okay, I want to go do this in a few hours. And she'd come to me and say, oh, I want to go to this game in a few hours. I'd say, nope, absolutely not. Nope, I need some more notice. I'm comfortable. I'm playing my Xbox, whatever I was doing at the time. It's like, no. So that in itself, it wasn't because I didn't want to spend time with her. It was because I was an introvert and I need a little more heads up. That's part of it. And she's more spontaneous as far as having the ability to get up and go. So what I had to learn for on her end is I had to be more prepared as an introvert. I had to be more prepared to give a little compromise and say, okay, sometimes because she might want to go and do something immediately. Sometimes, Dr. Kim, I'll go with the flow. Now I don't do that every time, but sometimes I go with the flow. And what Breona does a great job about is she will do her best to give me ample time. She'll say, okay, this Saturday in like 6 days, we're going to such and do it. Put it on the calendar so I'll see it. So that's how we've been able to work through that. There has been conflict, but we've been able to work through it and manage it.